From the moment you land in Thailand, you start noticing something. Sometimes the signs are in Thai and suddenly you can't read anymore. You ask someone for help, but you realize that people don't always speak English. They don't always use the same social codes you are used to. Normally, you are not bad at social situations. So, why does Thailand suddenly make you feel like a complete beginner? สวัสดีครับ I'm Thanong, Swiss Thai author of 42 Thai social codes, and I decode what Thailand reveals about you. In this video, you'll understand why Thailand destroys your comfort zone and make you feel like a child again. And by the end, you'll see what would become possible if you decide to step outside your comfort zone. Are you ready? Let's go. As soon as you land in Thailand, one of the first things that takes you out of your comfort zone is the language. ลองดูนะครับ ถ้าผมพูดภาษาไทยแบบนี้ คุณเข้าใจไหมครับ See? Just like that, your ability to understand me is gone. And in Thailand, you can find yourself in situations like this quite often.
Hi, excuse me. Do you know where is Central World?
อ้าว sorry นะ พูดภาษาอังกฤษไม่ค่อยเก่งนะครับ
Central World?
อ๋อ ไพเซนทันแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับ
Go straight and then turn left at the end of the road.
Okay, thank you very much.
ไม่เป็นไรครับ Sure, many people can speak English and a lot of stuff is translated. But once you start moving around Thailand, it's not always the case. And sometimes you look at a sign, a menu, or a screen, and you have absolutely no idea what it says. You can't always rely on English anymore. And that's already a big change compared to what you are used to in the West. Because even if you only speak English, you can usually travel around Europe or America without too many problems. But in Thailand, reading a sign, understanding a menu, or simply asking someone for something can take a lot more effort. It's not just about the language barrier, because let's be honest, in the worst case, you can always use Google Translate or ChatGPT to help you. The real difference is that you are not living on autopilot the way you used to in the West. Now you have to think about things you have taken for granted your whole life, and that's how Thailand starts destroying your comfort zone. I actually have this book from a psychologist called Daniel, and in this book he explains something called System 1 and System 2 thinking. Basically, System 1 is the part of your brain that does familiar things automatically. You don't really have to think about them. But System 2 is kind of the opposite. That's when you actually have to stop and think about what you are doing. And because System 2 takes more effort, your brain naturally tries to avoid using it. So whenever it can, it goes back to System 1. It's just easier. Think about your everyday life back in the West for a second. Someone invites you somewhere, but you don't want to go. You simply say no, maybe give them a reason, and that's it. Let's say if someone disagrees with you, you just tell them what you think. Most of the time, you don't stop and think about how to handle situations like this. You just do it. It's natural, and it's kind of the same with social situations. Things like how to read a room, what a smile means, how to say no politely, or how to disagree with someone. You just learn that by watching your parents, your friends, and the people around you. So, after years of doing that, you don't see them as Western social codes anymore. This is just how the world works to you. The only problem is what you have learned isn't universal. It's what works in the West. But you are not in the West anymore. You are in Thailand. Here, people follow different social codes. For example, take something as simple as a smile. In the West, a smile usually tells you someone is happy, friendly, or welcoming. In Thailand, it's different. Actually, this is Thai social code number 2 in my book. We call it Yim. A smile can still mean happiness, but it can also mean I'm uncomfortable, I'm embarrassed, I don't agree, but I don't want to create conflict. One smile, 4 different meanings. How are you supposed to know which one it is? Even a simple smile becomes something you have to decode. And that's one more reason why Thailand pushes you out of your comfort zone. At first, you might think language and social interactions are 2 completely different problems. But actually, they are the same problem. Without those 2 abilities, you are almost like a child again. It doesn't matter if you are 30, 40, or 50 years old, or how much life experience you have. If you can't read and you can't even communicate simple things like a problem you're having or something you need, you have no choice but to end up depending on other people who have the basic skills you are missing. Things you could normally do in seconds back home becomes difficult simply because you can't understand what's going on. And it's only when things like this happen that you realize how much easier everyday life was back home. That's the reason why Thailand destroyed your comfort zone. It takes away the 2 skills you rely on to feel comfortable in your everyday life. Understanding the language, understanding the social codes. until you rebuild them, that feeling of being outside your comfort zone never really goes away. If you think about it for a few seconds, it's actually because of these two social skills that you have friends, relationships, and a career today. Now imagine your potential if you had those same abilities, but here in Thailand. Imagine the connections you could make, the opportunities you could find, the doors that could open. And I know what you're thinking. Do I really have to learn all of that again? I don't want to start from scratch. But think about it. You have already done it once. You have already learned languages before. And social codes, you learn those by talking to people, making social mistakes, and watching the people around you. So yeah, basically do the same thing here. Talk to locals, watch how they interact, ask questions, make mistakes, and learn from them. You don't even have to become fluent in Thai, and you don't need to understand every social code. You just need to keep better at dealing with life in Thailand. If you start today, yes, you are a beginner, but 3 years from now, you'll be a different person. Your brain already knows how to do this. It just needs to do it again, but in a different culture. You know, when I first came to Thailand, I was 19 and I had no knowledge about Thai social codes and I barely spoke Thai. I could understand a few basic things, but that was not enough. Thankfully, my half-sister spoke English, so she helped me a lot in the beginning. But there were still moments where I had absolutely no idea what was going on. I couldn't really communicate what I wanted, I couldn't read basic things, I couldn't even make simple decisions without someone helping me. Parce que quand je suis en Suisse, tu vois, je peux parler français, lire, comprendre les gens, demander de l'aide et résoudre n'importe quel problème comme un pro. Mais dès que je venais en Thaïlande, franchement, j'étais perdu. I was like, if my Thai family isn't here, I can't really do anything on my own. That was a big source of frustration for me. Now, after more than 15 years of traveling between Switzerland and Thailand and more than a year of living in Bangkok, I can really see the difference. I speak Thai a lot better now and I understand Thai social codes a lot better too. Honestly, I have made so many social mistakes in Switzerland and in Thailand that some situations don't even really surprise me anymore. Nowadays, I see a lot of Westerners making the same mistakes I made, but the difference is that many of them don't like making mistakes. So they try to avoid them by staying inside their Western bubble, and I totally get it. It's tempting to just keep doing things that way, but you are also limiting yourself. I've heard many dudes say this on my Instagram. I have a Thai wife and she told me this is how it works in Thailand. But your wife is just one person. Okay, she's Thai, but she doesn't speak for every Thai person. You have to build your own understanding of the country. For me, the biggest lesson from this video is that if you keep staying inside your comfort zone, you are missing out what Thailand can really give you. You are missing out friendships, connections, opportunities, and experience on the table. Maybe the real question isn't why Thailand destroys your comfort zone. Maybe it's why are you so afraid of leaving your comfort zone? Okay, so I'm curious. What's the one thing that's keeping you inside your comfort zone in Thailand? Is it the language, the Thai social codes, or both? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to keep decoding what Thailand reveals about you, subscribe to Thai Decoded. ไว้เจอกันนะครับ